episode 122 of the All the Books Show, recorded at the David A. Howe Public Library, where we talk book news, author news, and literary news. I'm Eric Mickles.
I'm Nick Gunning.
You want to talk about my voice breaking at the beginning or something?
You just sound so chipper.
Oh,
I don't know. You sound fresh as a spring morning.
Yeah. It
kind of feels like a spring morning today.
A little.
We're recording on Monday the 19th, and it's like March, as Eric pointed out many times this morning.
I think I just said it once, and then
I
you
feel like you repeated it
you
a
made
lot.
it a running gag that
Ad
I say it's like
nauseum.
March.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
not that I count March as spring.
Just like March. So
it's so cold.
time marches on. March of the Penguins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, remember how weird Happy Feet gets?
I haven't seen Happy Feet.
You're just rolling along, and all of a sudden, it's a very, very aggressive environmental message.
Yeah.
And it just sort of ceases to be a movie.
Do they dance still?
Oh, they dance.
So what's the problem?
Yeah. Okay.
Doesn't
Well,
Robin Williams sing My Way in Spanish?
that sounds funny. I need to rewatch it, I guess.
Okay.
I haven't seen it since it came out. So that's perfect timing for our March of the Penguins spotlight.
Yep. Yeah.
That's not true. I liked Surf's Up, too. That was when all the Penguin movies came out at once.
Yeah, I remember that.
I wanna
March of the
clarify.
Penguins, Happy Feet, Surf's Up.
I meant that I like Surf's Up also. Not that I like Surf's Up 2 that stars all the professional wrestlers, because I didn't like that.
But you did.
No, I didn't. I liked the first one, but the wrestler one, Surf's Up 2,
Right.
we showed that in the auditorium, and I brought my son to it. Big mistakey.
Well, did he like it?
Yeah, he did.
Well,
Yeah.
I think he's more the audience. That
Yeah, I
and
think you're
wrestling
right.
fans.
Yeah,
So,
those two.
I've learned as we buy movies for the collection.
Yeah.
If it's the Flintstones or if it's Scooby-Doo, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You put the wrestling cast in there, people will watch
Yeah,
it.
they flock to it.
Though I find that the Jetsons as well.
Yeah, boy. The last time the Jetsons were relevant was
I have
1982.
found that Scooby-Doo seems to do the best with wrestlers.
Yeah.
He's done two as well. Like he has like a demon wagon or
Yeah,
something.
Demon Wagon.
Yeah.
There's also Scooby-Doo meets Kiss, which is pretty weird.
Yeah.
But who knows?
I guess some kids are
Hey,
into
you know
Kiss.
what I'm excited about, though?
Yeah.
Batman Brave and the Bold is coming back with a special movie where they team up with Scooby-Doo, and it's all the original voice cast. So
Nice.
that is pretty exciting
That
for
is
me
yeah.
as a Scooby-Doo and Batman fan.
Yeah.
Did you watch the old school Hanna-Barbera Scooby and Batman team-ups?
No.
Blah, 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 blah.
What?
No. Okay, so you really haven't.
What the heck was that?
The Joker dresses up as like a dryad,
Oh.
and that's the creepy sound he makes. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay. That's
Okay.
You should say I'm about to make the sound that Joker makes in this old Scooby-Doo cartoon
I thought
before
maybe-
you make that sound.
Listen, I thought it would jog your memory, and I
No.
see now that it didn't. So,
That's out of context. It seems like you went
well,
nuts.
it was in context because we were talking about that movie, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. It's hard for you to follow things, I know. How are you?
I'm all right.
You want to talk about Star Wars? You want to? We can be professional.
That's true. We can
We
talk
disagree.
about Star Wars. Yeah.
We disagree on Star Wars,
Yeah.
everyone.
But it's worse than Force Awakens, where I liked it and didn't love it,
Yeah.
and you loved it.
Yeah. I did
Couldn't
love
get
it.
more of it.
Yeah, it's true.
Except apparently, that's really true. You couldn't get more of
No,
it.
I read the novelization
yeah.
and the graphic novelization, so I was all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was disappointed based on the things that excited me about Force Awakens,
Yeah.
and you
Loved it.
had the opposite reaction.
Yeah.
and I'm happy for you.
Thank you, man. Here's what I think.
Yeah,
While at the grocery store,
Yes.
shopping,
Sure.
not because we live together, because we don't. If people think that's true,
you and I,
yeah, we're not roommates.
we don't live together.
No.
No.
But we were just at the grocery store together.
Boy, that'd be fun though. We'd have some good times, don't you think?
Yeah, until I put like The Last Jedi in on DVD. What am I talking about? Blu-ray.
Yeah. This is the kind of fun we could be having
Yeah,
if we were
yeah.
roommates.
Well, I would try to watch X-Men Apocalypse and be like, "Oh, hey, yeah, I'm just gonna go look at the trash can too. We can
Yeah.
talk about it. We can do a live commentary."
Man, I'm hilarious in this scenario. That's great.
Okay. You told me that Force Awakens is your favorite Star Wars film. It's the number one above Return of the Jedi.
Listen,
Uh-huh.
I agree with you wholeheartedly that kind of thing takes time.
Right.
But I think right now,
Right.
Force Awakens is sitting in the top slot.
Right.
And that might change
Okay.
because I do love Return of the Jedi.
I don't know.
Where
You
does
seem disappointed by
Yeah.
Last Jedi because of how it relates to Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Where I like Force Awakens because of how it relates to like
Yeah.
the other Star Wars
Oh,
movies.
we're opposites.
Yeah. I guess specifically Empire. Mm-hmm. So.
Wait, you mean Last Jedi? You said you like Force Awakens.
Oh right.
because
I like Last Jedi, how it relates to like
because it relates
the.
to.
Though I mean I also it's nice that they don't just like ignore the fact that the prequels happened.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
bring him up.
We hear Sith. I don't think they ever said Sith before this, did they?
Well, they did in the prequels,
Well, yes, I know.
but
in
no,
the
not in,
prequels.
not in Force Awakens.
Right.
And they said Darth Sidious. And I think they only even say the word Darth Sidious once in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Yoda's like, to go fight Darth Sidious, I will. Yeah. Get him in a draw, I shall.
That being said, the problems I have is that there are some truly like great moments in the film.
Thanks, man.
So
Thanks for that.
anyway,
Hey,
yeah.
right back at you, I guess.
Thank you. But
Okay.
you love the whole thing, so it doesn't really.
Do
Do you think there are some bad moments in the film?
Yes.
I'll take it. No, I'm glad you
Well,
liked it.
I don't know if I necessarily think they're bad moments, but I'm accepting responsibility for the fact that I harped on everybody for liking Force Awakens when it was just a retread. And I don't think it's as much of a retread of Empire Strikes Back
Yeah, I
as
agree.
Force Awakens was a retread of New Hope. But I definitely feel like Empire's DNA is like they genetically engineered Empire Strikes
Right.
Back, but also with some frog DNA.
Okay.
So
I hear
that's
what
why
you're
this
saying.
is a female Star Wars.
Well, the novel.
But, come on.
I'm sorry.
Because of the frog.
Yes.
It's a female Star Wars.
Yeah, I get
That's
it.
why this is the female.
Sure.
Because in Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
they mix them. They with the frog DNA.
Yeah. Jurassic Park.
Nothing.
Sorry.
Okay.
I was looking up.
That was
listen,
solid.
Listen, I was looking up the release date for the novelization.
Oh yeah, it's weird. It's like super far away.
Yes, the Last Jedi novelization written by Jason Fry, who's written lots of other Star Wars things, but they've mostly been YA and like for younger kids kind of
Okay.
Star Wars books. So that's an odd choice. I read his Ray journal
Uh-huh.
and I liked it, but the Last Jedi
Still
novelization
sandy. Lots of sand.
by Jason Fry is not coming out until March.
Yeah, I think I
So-
saw something about the kids novelization doing that too. Or
Yeah,
maybe it was
it's
just
odd.
the way.
It's odd. The Force Awakens one was a little delayed, but not like several months delayed.
I feel like it came out in December.
I think
feel
it
like it
did,
came out
yeah.
like just the week after,
Yeah.
or even like the Wednesday after.
Right.
It was there.
It was really nearby, so I don't know why they're doing this, but
Rogue One. The adult,
I do plan on reading the novelization. So
the adult Rogue One novel
yeah,
came out like around the same time as
Yeah,
the movie.
I didn't
But then
read
the
that.
junior novelization also waited till March.
it's so strange.
Yeah, especially since the junior novelizations don't even finish the movie anymore.
yeah,
That's a problem.
yeah. That is really strange. Yeah, that's a new trend with junior novelizations. They stop about 3/4 of the way into the movie.
I guess it's to avoid spoilers, or
yeah,
at least
they
make
come out like 3 months after the movie.
Yeah,
So that's very strange.
maybe just to get the kids to see
And
it.
like the ones I've read haven't even said like to be continued in the film, blah 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 blah. You
Yeah.
know, they just kind of drop.
Yeah, if I was a kid, I would feel ripped off.
Yeah,
I guess they sell them for
absolutely.
like $4. But
Absolutely.
the Jurassic Park ones, Jurassic Park and Lost World, were full story.
the novelizations.
Yeah, the junior novelizations.
Right.
Oh, hey, thank
Yeah.
you. I'm glad we're here for this. I told you
Yes.
yesterday, but I didn't think I'd remember.
This is really book
Here I
news.
am.
Do you want to do
This-
it right now?
Oh no.
It's okay. You've opened the door.
Okay.
Yep.
They're making a young adult
Yeah.
Jurassic World prequel novel
Mhm.
about Claire being hired by Mizrani
Yeah.
to go and turn the park into a park, into Jurassic
Right.
World,
So
because
this
the
is-
dinosaurs are loose on Isla Nubla.
This is set before the Jurassic World,
Yes.
not the new one coming out.
Right.
It's not a
Right.
it's not a midquel.
Right. Prequel.
Yeah, right.
Yes. So this is about Claire, how she gets her job and everything, and
How she learns how to run in high heels. Just
how-
kidding. I didn't really have
how
a big
they
problem with
how they like, I guess, lasso a T-Rex into a pen.
that. Sure.
So
Good times.
I'm pretty excited about that. There hasn't been an original Jurassic Park book since Michael Crichton's 1995, The Lost World. It's all been either
Well, it's not quite true, but
what?
Jurassic Park 3 has 10 to 12-year-old books set around the events of the film.
Oh,
So same like the Jurassic World
the,
thing.
The Adventures of Eric, and that,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
And hey, listeners,
And
I don't
there
mean
are-
like
there are
my fan
A
fiction.
whole big graphic novel.
Yes, that's okay.
I'm sorry. Sorry, you're right.
No, you're right. And I actually haven't read one. The comics were out before I was reading comics.
Yeah.
And I never read Jurassic Park Revelation? Revolution. Revelation, I think it is.
Okay.
Because it got some bad reviews.
I see.
But I'm probably going to read it anyways. I'm excited for this, even though it's young adult.
Yeah.
If they just wanted
it's
to,
it's your expertise
yeah,
on both levels.
Yeah.
So
I can say I'm doing it for work.
yeah,
But
definitely.
I'm doing it for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work hard and play hard
Yeah.
with the same
Hey,
book.
they say if you love your work, you never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
Sorry, if you love what you do,
Uh-huh.
you never have to work a day in your life.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just made that up.
I wish they would just like have a Jurassic Park book series.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
I was disappointed that they didn't novelize Jurassic Park 3 for like
Adults.
an adult novel. It seems like a no-brainer, but
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I'm sure Peter David would
Yeah.
have like turned down a
yeah,
paycheck.
I think it would have been fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, all that to say, we will have the Last Jedi novelization in March.
Yeah.
But right now, we've got a display of all of our Star Trek books and graphic novels up, and we do have a lot. So
Yeah.
we have them for all ages. So stop in
Hey,
and check
luckily
those
when
out.
we get to bookmark, there'll still be more Star Wars talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not read Star Wars books in preparation for this movie. I didn't even read like graphic novel. I haven't read a Star Wars graphic
No
novel.
wonder
in a
you didn't
long
like
time.
the movie.
That could be.
You were still on a Justice League high.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
meaning you were high when you saw Justice League. I'm kidding. Nick,
Yeah.
Nick doesn't
No.
do that.
No, he doesn't.
But he did like Justice League.
Yeah, I like Justice
So-
League. Okay.
Yeah. He's seen it twice.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
That's
true.
crazy to me.
Yeah,
You could have gone to see Coco.
I have seen Coco,
Stop saying that. I know you didn't.
and I did like it.
Did you see Coco?
Yes.
Really?
I told you that I saw Coco. Yes.
With previous
Yeah,
guest
with,
of the show?
with last week's guest, Mr.
Why
Bo Hutchings.
did you only tell me this today?
I don't know.
Also, I've been saying somebody go see Coco with me for
I'll-
like 3 weeks.
Well, that's why I didn't tell you, because I would have still gone, and I still will go.
No.
But anyway, I did like it.
Do we? Okay.
I don't think it's like the greatest Pixar film ever, like some people.
But you haven't seen
Are
some of the
saying.
greatest Pixar films.
I suppose that's true.
Oh, wait, you have seen Up.
There was enough there. I didn't think it was particularly like innovative. It
Oh,
reminded
wow.
me. It reminded me a lot of the Beetlejuice cartoon, if I'm being totally honest.
Weird.
But
I remember the Beatles. That would be interesting.
yeah,
Great. Now that's going to be in my head when I watch it. I'm like,
Sorry.
oh, this is just like the Beetlejuice
it's
cartoon.
Jacques. I think you'll enjoy it.
Okay. Thanks,
I'm
man.
a little disappointed with the music.
Ah.
We don't really get a lot of full songs,
Uh-huh.
and Remember Me is really just a chorus.
Uh-huh.
It's a great chorus, but
Right.
it never really turns into a full song. So for a movie that's all about a kid wanting to explore music,
Uh-huh.
you just don't get very much.
Yeah.
So
Are you going to make your Pixar-inspired Beatles kids film?
yeah, I am going to do that.
So, where he
Yeah,
goes to wherever the
I'm
Beatles
going
are
to do
dead.
that. Hey,
I
and
guess you still have 2 living Beatles.
I will totally go see this with you.
Okay.
I will. I'd like to see it again.
That's okay. You didn't see this with your son?
No, I thought it might freak him out.
Because he's dead?
Yeah,
Because
just
they're
all
all
the
dead.
skeletons. Just the imagery is just sort of,
Yeah.
you know,
What happens
it's
when he
not
sees
scary,
a real
but
skeleton?
it's kind of off-putting. Yeah.
He's not going to be prepared at
Yeah.
all. Would you show him Beetlejuice the cartoon?
No.
The cartoon.
No. We do have a variety of Coco merch here. We've got the soundtrack. We've
Yeah.
got several. Do we have the junior novelization for that?
Yes.
Okay. And we've got the read-along book and stuff. So,
Yeah.
Coco fans,
Yeah, we're on
this
it.
is the place to be. Hey, wanna be
Coco fans, this is the place
yes.
to be.
And wannabe Coco fan Eric Mickles, I'm here. I want to go see it again. That's
Thanks,
why I didn't tell you, because I thought we
It's-
can still go see
It's
it.
too bad we can never let Bo on the podcast again, though.
Why is that?
I've been betrayed.
Oh, by
So-
Bo.
And mainly you,
Wow.
but Bo was the instrument in which I was betrayed with.
That's true.
So,
yes,
To say
that's true.
I was stabbed
I'm,
in the
I'm
back.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're uncomfortable.
He did tune into the episode, and he seemed to enjoy it,
Yeah.
and not just the parts with himself. In it. So,
yeah. That's always
you know, shout outs to our friend the Nutcracker Prince. And
That's a
our
good-
our Facebook page has some amazing pictures of the Nutcracker taken by our friend Pete Mangles.
Yeah.
So check those out if you haven't seen
Yeah.
them. We haven't even started Bookmark yet.
No.
This is great.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Hey, Bookmark, you mind coming out here so we can get the segment going?
Well, sure, I'll be right there.
That's Bookmark now?
I'm trying something new.
Okay, I thought Bookmark kind of sounded a little bit like
Well, it's a
Smarticus.
little too much like Smarticus.
So now he
yeah.
sounds like Kermit the
Well,
Frog.
actually, there's an intellectual property problem there. You can't actually sound like me.
Yeah.
So it was
All right.
that kind of a thing.
So now Bookmark sounds like Kermit the Frog.
Well, I guess that was that's a little too Kermity.
Yeah, well,
That's
I mean,
too Kermity.
it's probably okay
Right,
because
I'll
now
try.
Kermit the Frog doesn't sound like Kermit the Frog anymore.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
he sounds like that guy.
Yeah.
Hi ho,
Yeah.
I'm Kermit.
Yeah. That's a pretty good Kermit.
Thank you.
So is this the show? Is this what we're just doing for the rest of the
Freestyle,
show?
freestyle. Yeah. Absolutely.
We haven't done this since whatever that rabbit hole episode was.
Oh man,
Where we just
That
talked
was
about
old
should they
school.
make a Matrix sequel. What's your favorite Harrison Ford film?
old school. Frantic's a weird movie. Speaking of Harrison Ford, Roman Polanski's
This was my
Frantic.
fault. Yeah.
Not great.
Yeah.
Neither's Hollywood Homicide.
Neither's Roman Polanski.
That's true. That's
So-
true. Yeah.
All right. Let's get to Bookmark.
Let's do it.
I'll start
Okay.
because I've read Star Wars stuff, and then
Sure.
once I'm done with this, we're done with Star Wars. Maybe, probably
Okay.
not. Who knows?
We'll take a look at the bestseller list and
All right.
see if that's true.
That's true. All right, so I read Star Wars Volume 4, Last Flight of the Harbinger. That's a Star Wars comic, the mainline Star
Only
Wars
volume
comic.
4?
I then read Volume 5 of Star Wars, Yoda's Secret War.
There we go.
And then I read Dr. Aphra, who's a character from the Vader series. That's now
that's a
over,
deep dive there.
which was good.
Mm-hmm.
Then I read Star Wars: The Screaming Citadel, which is a crossover between the Star Wars mainline title and Dr. Aphra. And then I read Star Wars Volume 6, Out Among the Stars. And then I read Star Wars Darth Maul, a comic book.
Oh,
All
how was Darth Maul?
Darth Maul was good. I actually enjoyed it more than the book Maul Lockdown.
Okay.
It was good. It was a prequel. It happens before Episode 1. It's about him wanting to kill his first Jedi.
Okay.
It's Star Wars is interesting because sometimes when you read like a comic book, supervillain like book, they have like an element where you sympathize with them or understand them.
Okay.
You see, maybe they'll throw in like an auxiliary character to make us like see this character differently. But with Star Wars, with the Sith, when it's somebody who's on the dark side of the Force, they can't be sympathetic. Otherwise, they don't have the dark side of the Force.
I see.
So, and especially with a character like Darth Maul, so there's no like warmth. You're never like, oh, I finally get this character. He just hates everything and wants to
Right.
kill a Jedi.
Right.
And after he kills his first Jedi, he's still not satisfied. And he wants to kill more.
You've read a lot of Darth Maul things lately, haven't you?
I've read 2.
Well, that seems like a lot for a character who didn't say a single word.
Yeah, that's true. But Darth Maul the comic was good. It was only 4 issues. It was interesting.
Okay.
The Star Wars mainline comic, I just don't like.
Yeah.
So this takes place like almost.
I like your I like your little response to it. You're probably getting to it. Just about how they play up so much of the tension between characters where you know where they're going.
Yeah, because it takes place right after the first volume takes place right after New Hope, right after like the Death Star and their adventures and everything, and it's leading up to Empire Strikes Back. But yeah, there's a lot of like, oh, I wonder if Luke will find out he's Vader's son. So they
Right.
and then, but there's also just so much flirting between Han and Leia, and it's just kind of. It's the kind of flirting that really, like, if you wrote it and you didn't know how they were going to end up, it would be interesting.
Okay.
And entertaining. But here, it's just kind of like, yeah, obviously. I don't know. It's just the whole book assumes we're excited to see this. I don't know. It's much more self-serious.
Okay.
Than other stuff. Dr. Aphra, I like a lot because she's a separate character. She's not connected to the movies, except in these comics. And she's funny. Her droid, she has like the evil version of R2D2 and C3PO, and they're hilarious. Aphra's a great character. Her adventures are.
Did you ever
fun.
read any of the Phasma stuff? There was the Phasma book and the Phasma graphic novel.
No.
Okay.
I guess I just kind of see Phasma as like a side character who shows up, looks cool, and then is done.
Mm-hmm.
And like I've also haven't ever read anything with Boba Fett because like in the comics I just don't. I mean, in the movies he's just there, looks cool for a little bit, and then he's done. So anyway. Oh, and I could definitely tell because the crossover, the Screaming Citadel, they have the writer of Star Wars write his issues, and then
and
Dr.
It's
Aphra.
like a quality drop.
Yeah, for me anyway. So maybe some people would hate Dr. Aphra and the Vader comic and prefer the Star Wars line.
Okay.
But that's where I am. And that's all I read. I still have to pick up a new book, and I'm not sure what it's going to be.
Oh, a new like book.
Yeah, I need to pick which book I'm reading next.
Okay.
So, but I've been using my Marvel Unlimited subscription.
Yeah, seriously, you're taking full advantage of your trial period here, aren't you?
Yeah.
Good for you.
And we have all these comics in here.
We do.
Darth Maul and
we don't have
Dr. Aphra. Yeah. But only the first volume. But if you have Marvel Unlimited, it's got all the issues you need.
can check it
That's
out.
how I read it. So anyways, that's all I read. I'm sorry, everybody. I think we're done with Star Wars unless Nick has a surprise.
No, as I said, no.
Yeah. Oh, and what am I reading? Oh, I'm just reading some other comics, but I haven't finished them to talk about them.
Okay.
Black Panther.
Well, I'm currently reading Skipping Christmas. And I feel like I've been skipping Christmas because this is the first... I read a Christmas graphic novel that I finished, a very DC Rebirth holiday.
Which was bad?
It was pretty bad, but it did introduce me to some characters that I've never read before, including Super Sons, which you're desperate for me to read.
That's true.
They have an issue. New Superman, the Chinese Superman, has an issue. So it was kind of neat to see those other characters, but they made Harley Quinn like the frame story for it all, and it just was kind of stupid. So that was kind of a drag.
They've been pushing Harley Quinn as their Deadpool.
They sure
for
have
a while.
Yes, they have.
She's fourth wall breaking all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah, it is.
How is the Super Sons issue?
Fine. It didn't make me want to read it. It was just, Damien.
I do not understand. Son of Batman, son of Superman, wearing. You love kids superheroes.
I know you're having a lot of trouble with this.
I just don't. I wrap my brain around it and I can't.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I have finished Blackbird Singing, Poems and Lyrics, 1965 to 1999, written by a friend of ours, Sir Paul McCartney.
Uh-huh.
So this is divided into several different sections, and it's a mix of original poetry and song lyrics, both Beatles and solo McCartney stuff. It was nice.
Yeah.
Just a nice little collection. Nice to see them all together. I enjoyed some of the poetry, not all of it.
Yeah.
And it was just nice to read the lyrics out like that.
And ironically, you finished it during a lively morning. Is that right?
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
I do?
Blackbird singing.
In the dead of night. Okay. Whoa. Woo!
Yeah, sorry I made a Beatles joke in your direction.
Play that wah, wah, wah sound effect?
I don't know, man. I feel like you should be embarrassed for that one.
I don't think so.
As big of a Beatles fan as you are.
I don't think so.
I like to think that hundreds of our listeners were just like, dead of night, or early morning. Get it? God, you're stupid, Nick.
I hope that they're more well-spoken than that, but yeah.
Well.
Let's see. I also finished The Rebellion, which is book 4 in the 100 series by Cass Morgan.
Yeah.
Totally unnecessary book.
Okay.
Totally unnecessary.
Yeah.
Much like Finn's side plot. It just, you don't need it. It doesn't advance the story.
Finn has to learn.
It just, I don't really think even the characters in this, I don't think they really do learn. I feel like we just end up exactly where we started. Mm-hmm. So I was pretty disappointed by this book, and it just it's not a series that was like, oh, we definitely need a 4th book.
Right.
So like everything had been kind of mined, and so I think the only way to make it work would have been to just go in a totally different direction.
Right.
And it fell flat. So that was disappointing because I've enjoyed that series. And then I finished Spider-Man: New Ways to Die. Mm-hmm. I thought that was fine. Yeah. And like I said, I'm currently reading Skipping Christmas, and I don't think that's so fine.
Maybe I shouldn't talk to you about this on the podcast.
By Christmas.
Because you might get mad. Do you not like lots of plot threads in your stories? Like a whole bunch?
I thought there was too many in New Ways to Die. I think it all depends on how it's balanced. I don't like when I feel like 50% of the page is like thought bubbles. Mm-hmm. I prefer like...
Thought bubbles? Are they in New Ways to Die?
Thought bubbles and
I guess
conversation bubbles.
I was just reading a Spider-Man
comic.
Just a
lot of words.
I was just reading a Spider-Man comic, and this might, I don't know. And there was thought bubbles in it. And I was like, when did they start bringing thought bubbles back? Because they disappeared sometime around when Brian Bendis created Ultimate Spider-Man, like the Ultimate. And then they just when they were trying to make comics more cinematic, thought bubbles just disappeared. And I guess I just was reading something that was like, oh, thought bubbles, it's back. That's all.
Yeah, it did feel like a little too much was going on.
Okay.
For it, I think especially for Spider-Man, I like a more simple story. So.
Okay.
I don't know. It was fine. I enjoyed it.
Nice.
That's it for me. What about you?
When it comes to Marvel Comics,
yes,
I tend to like when it comes to Spider-Man and X-Men, I tend to like a lot of like different subplots.
I get that for X-Men. It seems odd for a solitary character like Spider-Man.
I guess it's because he has like such a big and fun rogues cast. True. And I tend to like his supporting cast a lot. So like there's a lot of stuff that goes on with JJ throughout the run you're starting that I'm entertained by.
Okay.
So he has one of the few supporting casts that I'll like read them just doing stuff.
Okay.
Whereas like Superman, who has a supporting cast you want to see in a Superman story, I'm not gonna. I mean, you won't agree with this at all, but I'm not gonna read a Jimmy Olsen adventure.
I haven't really read. Well, I guess I like the I liked the old Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen.
You mean where he's like, oh no, I turned Superman into an ape.
Yeah.
Now what?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I mean.
Okay. Well, I just turned this conversation into an ape, so now what?
You have to finish your bookmark?
I did.
You did?
It's your bookmark.
What are you talking about?
I read Star Wars books.
Oh, that's it. Okay, so then I'm done.
Wow.
I told you all mine.
That happened in real time.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move on to our next segment.
Let's do it.
Whew.
I got some advance notices for you coming, and none of them are Star Wars related. Of course,
cool.
The Last Jedi comes out March 6, 2018, but that's not part of this.
We should mention that they're making a young adult Jurassic World prequel.
You already said that.
I want to talk about it.
You said that earlier.
I want to talk about it again.
This happened in real time.
No, I was aware of what I was doing, though.
There's a new series coming out in large print by Victoria Thompson, and it looks pretty fun, actually.
Okay.
It's called City of Lies. And it's book 1 in a new series called The Counterfeit Lady. It's got a great cover.
Yeah.
It's got a great cover.
Is it a red light going like, or not?
No.
Oh, okay.
Elizabeth Miles scours 1920s Washington, D.C. for a killer in the first counterfeit lady novel from the author of the New York Times best-selling Gaslight Mysteries.
Ooh, Gaslight.
Every woman plays a part, but some are more dangerous than others.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
That's true.
It looks pretty cool. In the 20s, it's a fun setting.
Yeah.
It looks vaguely steampunk. Clearly it's not, but something about the cover sort of gives you almost a sci-fi
Most people
vibe.
forget that Washington, D.C. had a very steampunk aesthetic for about 5 years.
Most people forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Boy, we got a new bookshot. Seems like it's been a while.
Come on.
Seems like it's been a while.
All right.
James Patterson's A Bookshot.
Yes.
The Witnesses by James Patterson and Brendan Dubois.
So is this like how Alien had the sequel Aliens and Predator had Predators?
Yeah.
Is this the
It's
sequel
the
to Witness?
there's a great Harrison Ford movie.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. Well, maybe this will top
Harrison Ford, Danny Glover, a young Vigo. Let's see.
it. Young Vigo.
Yeah.
Vigo.
Yeah.
Vigo.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Yeah, I feel so foolish. The family next door has a very dark secret. The Sanderson family has been forced into hiding after one of them stumbled upon a criminal plot, or so they think. No one will answer their questions, and the terrifying truth may come too late. What do you think?
Well, what happens if it comes too late?
Well, it'll be terrifying. I know that.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I'm sure of.
Well, it sounds definitely like a bookshot.
Okay. The Masterpiece by Francine Rivers. New York Times bestselling author Francine Rivers returns to her romance roots with this unexpected and redemptive love story, a probing tale that reminds us that mercy can shape even the most broken among us into an imperfect yet stunning masterpiece.
Ooh.
I don't like the cover to this one.
Oh.
It's like a peacock without feathers.
Uh-huh. What?
I don't
It's
know.
just like a bird.
Yeah.
Like a crane.
Well, I don't like it.
Are peacocks just very
Birds?
fancy
They're
cranes?
birds. Very fancy crane. You're thinking of Fraser Crane. All right. New from
Very fancy
R.A.
crane.
Salvatore.
Uh-huh.
This is a new series for our friend R.A.
Is it original or is it Dungeons and Dragons? I'll be able to tell you. Is it Dritz?
Yes.
It's Dritz?
Yes. No. No, it says from the best-selling author who created Dritz.
Yes, that's true.
So, okay. Book number 1 in the Coven series, Child of a Mad God. As the blood moon rises high upon the mountain of the Uskar, a demon hunts. But this is not the demon's story. This is the story of a... looks like this is the story of a girl, but it's not.
Okay.
It's the story of a young woman, the daughter of a witch, born under the blood moon. How she finds herself alone in a tribe of vicious barbarians, and how she came to know the world.
Yeah.
That didn't sell me. I don't feel...
Do you miss
I don't feel
calling
attached to that.
calling people dudettes?
Do I miss it? Are you implying that that's over with?
Like, do you ever enter a room like, greetings, dudes and dudettes?
It's been a while, granted,
Yeah.
but I'll bring it back. Do you want to bring it back?
I think I used to say dudette.
Bring back
A
that
lot.
and Daddy-O?
Yeah, you're big into Daddy-O. I don't think I ever said Daddy-O.
So weird.
I was never like playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater with a friend and be like, "Ah, sick moves, Daddy-O."
Yeah, you
Though
were.
now, in
Just-
retrospect,
that's
why
the
not?
That's the perfect
Yeah.
usage of Daddy-O, so there's no way that was an
Sick
accident.
moves, Daddy-O.
Yeah, that's perfect. That
Yeah.
is perfect.
You can say that to somebody on a skateboard or on a jazz saxophone.
Yeah. Well, listen, we never told you up front what we were going to talking about, what we're going to be talking about today, but we're going to be talking about some top-notch Christmas books as recommended by our friends over at bookbub.com.
Yeah.
So we're going to get to that a little later. Right now, I want to hear what's going on with the New York Times bestseller list, though.
It's
I am
pandemonium.
literally on the edge of my seat.
All right, that's good.
Hey,
Yes?
only figuratively. I'm sitting all the way back. I just felt like I should be honest.
You tricked me, Daddy-O.
Yeah, sure did. Oh!
All right, so on the New York Times bestsellers list, we're going to look at hardcover nonfiction.
Okay.
Nonfiction is a type of fiction that is presented
Nope.
in
No.
a factual setting.
Everything you just said was wrong.
I love it.
Thank you.
Love it so much.
Thank you.
All right, so no, this is true stuff. This is truth.
Oh, okay.
Maybe some people like to lie and say it's
That's true.
yeah.
You're right.
So, but that's a city of lies. You can't trust a single nonfiction book in
No,
that
you
city.
can't. You
So
can't.
don't go to any
They
bookstore
built
in the
that
city,
city
of
on
lies.
lies.
And
Rock and roll?
rock and roll. Yeah. So they
All right.
say.
All right. Do you want to talk about A Christmas Carol live, or you want to just forget that 3-hour
Christmas Story Live.
total mess ever
We'll
happened?
do that when we get to the Christmas section, I think.
Okay.
Number 10, Sisters First by Jenna Bush Hager and Barbara Pierce Bush.
That's important.
Number 9.
Wait a minute. They're like the first sisters. and it's sisters first. Mm-hmm. Those Bush twins.
Yeah.
Clever.
Yeah. I think that's what most people said about them.
The Bush.
Number 9,
family.
Promise Me, Dad, by Joe Biden.
No jokes. Serious topic.
Okay. Number 8, Bobby Kennedy by Chris Matthews.
You can play hardball with Bobby Kennedy.
Number 7.
Coming up on the 50th anniversary of Bobby Kennedy's assassination.
Hey, man.
Yeah. I'll be wearing black in all of 2018.
Okay, yeah. Do you think it's going to be, like, remember how James Bond had a big, like, there was everything during his 50th anniversary?
I think it'll be more like a Star Trek situation where they don't even acknowledge it.
Okay. So we're not going to have, like, a documentary about Pierce Brosnan taking over for GoldenEye and all that stuff. All right.
I don't think so.
Should we just watch Everything or Nothing?
Christoph Waltz turns out to be Sirhan in disguise. Okay.
Sir, what? That was Bobby Kennedy.
It was Bobby Kennedy lore. Yep.
Number 7, Astrophysics for People in a Hurry by Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh boy.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm just tired of hearing it.
Number 6, Killing England by Bill O'Reilly and Martin Dugard.
Yikes.
Yeah. Number 5, new this week, Let Trump Be Trump by Corey R. Ludonsky and David N. Bossy.
Could we not do that?
Number 4, Obama by Pete Souza. This is the photography book.
Okay.
Isn't there like a separate section for like art photography books?
Yeah.
New York Times is cheating.
I guess they are.
So, number 3, Andrew Jackson and the Miracle of New Orleans by Brian Kilmeade and Don Yeager.
Yeah, let Andrew Jackson be Andrew Jackson.
Yeah. Number 2, Grant by Ron Chernow. It's been here for 9 weeks.
Okay.
I feel a musical coming on.
I do too.
Yeah.
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 We must work on the restoration. I'm Ulysses S. Grant. I'm drunk.
Wow. Okay.
Put me on a $50 bill.
that's the end.
Because you can't go rap. You can't go rap with this one.
Yeah. But once you go rap, done. You can't go back. That's what they say.
Interesting.
I guess that's what they rap.
Oh, that makes sense.
Once you go rap. Oh, man. Every time I'm about to start rapping, it's just, I realize I shouldn't have, but I've already said a few words.
Sure.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
His name is Eric, and he's here to say that he shouldn't rap on this fine day.
Ugh. That was bad. Just like you're smiling, like you're satisfied with that.
Yeah, pretty good.
You shouldn't be.
Just a burn.
Number 1, Leonardo da Vinci by Walter Isaacson. This hardcover nonfiction section is boring. Do you think people are receiving Grant and Leonardo da Vinci as Christmas gifts this year?
Probably.
Ugh.
Dads are hard to shop for.
Are they?
Yeah.
Good dads.
Okay.
Like quiet dads.
Yeah.
Quiet dads who don't appreciate gifts.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if I was a dad, my kids would know what to get me. Because I have an Amazon wish list.
Right.
So, and also it's like pretty obvious.
Yeah.
They're probably just going to make me like macaroni.
Like adult diapers and...
What? How old do you think
puzzles? Do you like puzzles?
I guess if like the X-Men are on them.
No, it's not the X-Men.
Darn it. Great. Is this like in France?
It's like it's a Mount Rushmore puzzle.
A Mount Rushmore puzzle.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep.
Cool. Thanks, kids.
It's a 500 piece, so I figured that'd be about the tops for
Dad loves this. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
You are my special little puzzle buyers.
Wow.
Why did they go in on it? Like all of them.
Unbuying the puzzle?
Like 3 kids all put their allowances together to buy me a 500-piece Mount Rushmore puzzle.
That's hard to shop for, I'm telling you. That's what it comes down to.
What do you think your son got you?
I'm hoping a Mount Rushmore puzzle, but
you were hinting.
I don't think he listens to this podcast. So.
Oh, so you got like a strained relationship already.
He gets his book news from other places, I guess.
Oh,
so.
That's hard to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I respect him for being an individual.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Do you think it's like a rebellion thing?
Definitely.
Do you think he's going to start like a punk rock style book news?
Well, he gets sick of the other kids in preschool being like, wait, your dad's the guy who hosts all the book show? And he's like, yes, I don't even like it.
Yeah.
So
sure.
It's hard for him. I understand that.
Preschool's tough.
I understand that.
All right. So now we're going to move on to the hardcover fiction.
Oh, I wish we would.
This is a type of true story, if you will. Presented in a factual.
No.
Oh, this is the other
thing.
Check
the notes. Look at the notes.
Oh, these are books that haven't happened.
Correct.
Sometimes they're based on true things.
Haven't happened yet.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, what is fiction but yesterday's tomorrow?
That's true. Yeah. That's exactly.
Number 10. So stupid. Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng.
Winner of the Goodreads Choice Awards this year.
Son of a gun, it is.
Yeah.
Good. You got that boost. It's back up to 10.
I think it probably did, yeah.
12 weeks on the list.
A surge, yeah.
Number 9. Oh, I could go for a surge right now. It's like Bad Mountain
Surge
Dew.
from like the early to late 90s?
They've brought it back.
Surge is back?
Yeah.
Gosh.
It's just as
Is that illegal? Do you have to buy it from like a guy in a trench coat?
You
outside?
do, yeah. But you also have to have a hummingbird set pacemaker.
Really?
Yeah, because your heart can't move at that speed.
No,
so,
it'll just explode.
Yeah. Number 9, Hardcore 24 by Janet Ivanovich.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I always think they're all 24 at this point. Like
Do
every
you?
time I read a number, I'm like, wasn't that just like 2 books ago?
Yeah.
Number 8, Tom Clancy, Power and Empire by Mark Cameron.
Kirk Cameron?
No, Mark.
Oh.
Mark Cameron.
Okay. I thought that was going to be like really sloppily religious if it was
Jeez.
Kirk Cameron.
7, Endgame by Kirk
Cameron.
No,
Oh.
David Baldacci. So this is interesting. Number 6, Artemis by Andy Ware. It's back here, and it even moved up on the list. It's been here
That
for
has
4
to
weeks.
be a lie. No one cares about this book. We can't give it away.
Yeah, nobody's checked our
Sticking it in
copy
people's
out.
bags. They came back. Somebody gave me this by mistake.
Yeah.
We can't move it. We
Yeah.
can't move
You
it.
keep making a squeaky sound with the chair in your foot, and I don't know if listeners can hear it.
Okay.
But it's probably
Okay.
I hear it.
I have a note to you about not killing the momentum of the show, but we can talk about that afterwards.
Yeah. What? Now I've lost track.
And there we go.
Number 5, The Midnight Line by Lee Child.
Yep.
Which stays on track.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does.
It's unstoppable.
You can't
with
stop
Chris
it.
Pine and Denzel
Washington.
Washington. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Is that your Chris
It
Pine?
was a lazy Denzel Washington.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't really committed to it.
Nothing lazy about Denzel Washington.
In that movie, he's pretty laid back.
That's true. Okay, I'll give that to you. He's all right. Remember when him and Chris Pine just kind of talk about they hang out at Hooters?
In that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like
they're
that's
just chilling.
they have to stop a train
Yeah, they gotta stop
from
a train.
blowing up like Pittsburgh.
Right.
And then they're just like, oh, I bet you go there for the buffalo wings. He's
Yeah.
like, you know it. Ah. It's like, cool. Nothing dangerous happening. All
There's
right.
an SNL skit with Jay Farrow that really ruined that for
man.
me.
It was
But
great. Number 4, The People versus Alex Cross by James Patterson.
Oh.
Yeah.
Solo James Patterson. That's pretty rare.
Yeah. Han Solo, James Patterson.
Stop it.
Okay. I said we went. Oh, hey. Have you read Frank Miller's seminal Batman Year One?
Yes.
The comic book?
Yeah.
One of your favorites?
Yeah.
You like it? All right. Well, looks like there's a sequel out.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is going to ruin the joke, though. You have to look at the cover.
Okay.
Darn it. All right. Year One by Nora Roberts.
Uh-huh.
But if you look at the cover, it says Nora Roberts Year One.
I guess maybe I should have given you that note about not killing the momentum.
Yeah.
Right when we brought it up.
So this is new this week.
Listen, I think there's a world where you could have transitioned into that book title and gotten a laugh. Now people are just confused.
Yeah. There's a Batman comic called Batman
Year One. Now we got Nora Roberts Year One. So it's like
It's
you
like a
picture
sequel.
it's about her growing up in Connecticut,
Yeah.
having some
Essentially.
harrowing experience, being like, I shall write romance novels.
The cover visually it works more as well because the bird looks like the bat.
It's bat-like. These
Yeah.
people, they know what they're doing.
Yeah. So anyway,
They know what they're doing. Come
that
on.
was a very funny visual joke.
Well, again,
Let's see. When a pandemic strikes and the world spins into chaos,
it's a pandemic.
several travelers head west to find a new life. Was that a rhyme? No. Life doesn't rhyme with chaos.
That's Year One. That's what Year One is about.
Yeah.
People just moving out west.
Well, there was a pandemic. The
Okay.
world spins into chaos. This is book 1 of a series.
Oh boy, Nora Roberts.
What?
I don't know. This is just her thing now. It's every book she writes is like book 1 in the Witches trilogy.
Yeah.
Pump the brakes, Nora.
How was the Witches trilogy?
Didn't read it.
Oh, well, that's your problem.
Yeah,
Once you read these, you'll want everything to be a series.
I guess.
Well, here's book 1 of a new series. At number 2, The Rooster Bar by John Grisham. Now it's a standalone, I think. What if? I mean, it's about
Peter Pan. A grown-up Peter Pan.
it's about students.
Okay.
Rooster Bar.
Because he always does a rooster crow. It's about Hook.
What? He does a rooster crow?
Peter Pan,
I
yeah.
don't remember this.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's just a signature Peter Pan thing.
That's dumb.
He crows.
Okay.
Okay.
If you squeak that chair one more time, I'm going to turn this into a video podcast and then hit that chair over your head for all our viewers.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Right.
That sounded very
If
aggressive.
you were going to
I
be
sounded
so
like a jerk.
proactive to make a video podcast, I would allow it.
Number 1, Origin by Dan Brown. This has been here for a while as well.
Yep.
Dad gift?
From Frank Miller's seminal work. Definitely a dad gift.
Yeah. Symbology professor goes on Paris.
Robert Langdon.
Yeah. Grisham's been here for 7 weeks, but I guess next week is Christmas, so
Yeah.
he probably timed it right. Do you want your son to get you John Grisham's The Rooster Bar for Christmas?
I assume someday I'll read it, but I still have a bad taste in my mouth.
From Are you eating
several
John Grisham's
things.
books?
No, but I've been let down.
Okay. So you want book 1 of year 1, or is it year?
Of Nora Roberts? Yeah. Nora Roberts year 1.
I bet the sequel will be called Year 2, which would be a sequel to Batman Year 2, where he fights the Reaper.
Don't fear the Reaper.
Oh yeah, that's a great thing. Okay. To the microphone.
Sorry, I had to have more cowbell.
Oh. I feel like we had a lot of energy up front, and then during that New York Times bestsellers list, we lost some.
I don't want to.
So let's get it back.
I don't want to point fingers because this is an audio podcast, but it's your fault.
No way.
It is.
No way.
It definitely is.
You could have saved that year 1 bit.
We'll play the tape back.
You can't. I haven't been recording for 30 minutes.
Darn it.
Welcome to my friend cast. Do you want to have a friend cast?
Sure.
Okay. So let's go on to our segment, our Christmas segment.
Oh, so Rooster Bar is number 1.
No, Origin was number 1.
Origin is number 1. Oh,
you don't remember because Origin sounds so boring.
It does.
So the title
really does.
and just like the summary.
Yes.
So are you done with that series, or are you gonna read Origin?
I'll read Origin. I keep, like when it came out, I was like, oh, I got to read this, and then I just sort of didn't. And
so
our
that
copy was checked
last
out.
movie, Inferno, didn't kill.
It did. It really did. Like I was way more interested to read it before I watched Inferno.
Yeah.
And then Inferno. I don't like the Inferno book, and that movie was just a turd. So.
Right. And Last Jedi is the reason you don't want to read Rooster Bar right now.
Those are not related.
Really?
Those are not related.
But Han Solo does his patented "Give me a drink at the Rooster Bar" speech.
I don't remember that.
He sings it on his piano.
I guess I need to watch it
Give
again.
me a drink at the Rooster Bar.
Oh, okay. Now that you sing the song, I do remember that. I do remember that.
All right, what are we talking about today,
Well,
Nick?
this is our last episode before Christmas. And we don't have the Nutcracker Prince with us today.
Yes.
So, but we've got the Sugar Plum Fairy. Did you have
I supposed to?
Did you have that queued up?
No, sorry. We were actually seeing Coco together.
Oh.
So
makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, so we don't have the Nutcracker Prince, but we got a lot of the holiday spirit.
We have the Rat King.
Can I tell you the honest truth?
You've already done this.
I'm not feeling a lot of holiday spirit this Christmas.
Yeah.
Are you feeling that way?
I haven't felt the holiday spirit in many a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a sad truth.
Sorry, man.
It's a sad truth right there. Okay, well.
Sometimes I do. I think last time I felt the true holiday spirit might have been 2008.
Okay.
College, had a snowstorm. A bunch of the kids had left early to beat the storm, but me and a couple of friends decided to stay late and wait out the storm.
That sounds
and then leave
nice.
in the morning. And so I just kind of played Metroid Prime by the warmth of the furnace, and then we watched Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
And it was a good time.
Well, that sounds nice.
Last Christmas spirit I had.
Sounds like a lovely Christmas.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, we're going to watch Batman Returns this Christmas. So
Maybe that will change it.
That should get you going. It'll be good.
I accidentally quoted the, I believe the word you're looking for is, and then I screamed.
Yeah.
To my wife, but she hates it when I scream.
Yeah, I remember that.
But you can't do that quote without that.
No, you can't do it. You can't do it. Anyway, as I mentioned, I've been dropping the Christmas ball this year. It's actually the New Year's that you're thinking of. This is different.
But that's how we can get your Christmas spirit back.
How?
Throwing a Christmas ball.
I love it.
So then we can sing a song about
We'll pool our resources and invite the whole town.
Yeah. We're throwing a Christmas ball. We're bringing the holiday spirit back by throwing a Christmas ball.
Ooh, actually, that worked a little bit more than you might have thought. Probably just that physical exercise of me clapping my hands.
You just clap every time you watch a Christmas movie.
I'm like 3-4 Christmas books in by this point.
Yeah, you haven't read a single thing.
I've read the DC Christmas special.
Yeah.
I got an Archie Christmas special on the Hopper to read, and I'm currently reading Skipping Christmas, which
would you say you've had a lot more required reading this year?
Yes, I would say that.
That would probably get in the way.
Thank you for asking. So we're looking outside to give you some Christmas recommendations this year, and so our friends at the Bookbub blog, you can find this at bookbub.com.
It's very true, because Bookbub is a stranger to me, but a stranger is just a friend you haven't met.
Hey,
so
yeah.
Nice to meet you, Bookbub.
And a recent article they published 11 Christmas books with more than mistletoe. A lot of fun. A lot of fun stuff going on here. So
do you obey the mistletoe law?
No. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, sorry. Why are you apologizing? I think I know why you're apologizing to me, because I brought the mistletoe and it's been hanging above our podcast table for 30 minutes.
It's been awkward.
Yeah.
It's been awkward. I'm glad to finally address it.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to make the first move.
So we're going to take a look at some of the books that our friends at Bookbub have pulled out.
Yes.
So thanks, pals. First on the list, Winter Solstice by Ellen Hildebrand. And I actually can give you a little insight on this series because I've read book 1.
This is a series.
It is a series. I think this is maybe book...
Oh, the Quinn family.
Yeah, book 4 maybe, the Quinn family series. They own like a big Christmas inn. Mm-hmm. The first one was pretty good.
Yeah.
Not super Christmassy and a little like awkward. It was like a wife having an affair with like a big Santa. And it was just strange. It was a strange...
That sounds like a bad Santa setup.
Not a good situation. So...
Yeah. Can Santa put himself on the naughty list?
I think he can. I enjoyed the writing, but not enough to like go back and read more. But apparently Winter Solstice seems to be getting some good responses. I remember when it came out, it had pretty good reviews and stuff. So if you're an Ellen Hildebrand fan, you probably want to jump in at the very start.
Yeah.
But you probably wouldn't die if you started Winter Solstice. So.
Yeah, that's true. You probably wouldn't die unless it was something unrelated to Ellen Hildebrand.
We do have this here.
Good.
So
yeah, well, I'd imagine Ellen Hildebrand.
Yeah.
She has her followers.
Big deal. Yeah. All right, take us to the next one, Eric. What do we got?
Mr. Dickens and His Carol by Samantha Silva.
Carol? Well, tell me a little bit about this one, Eric. I'd love to know.
What if...
I'm a sucker for A Christmas Carol.
Right.
I love all versions of A Christmas Carol.
Mm-hmm.
I've read the book a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's good
all
stuff.
Right. Gender-swapped Christmas Carol.
Okay.
It's a mean lady.
Yeah.
Who needs to learn Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
Her name is Carol. You can still call it A Christmas Carol.
Yeah. You're describing a movie starring Tori Spelling.
Am I really?
Yeah, you are.
Is that real?
It is real.
A Christmas Carol.
I think it's actually... Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Wow. Or A Carol Christmas. I can't remember.
Oh, that would make me upset. Anyways, Charles Dickens is not feeling the Christmas spirit. Oh. His newest book is an utter flop.
That's true.
The critics have turned against him. Relatives near and far hound him for money.
Poor Chuck.
While his wife plans a lavish holiday party for their ever-expanding family and circle of friends, Dickens has visions of a poorhouse. But when his publisher tries to blackmail him into writing a Christmas book to save them all from financial ruin, he refuses, and a serious bout of writer block sets in. Dickens grabs his AK-47... I'm kidding. I was about to get action.
But that was crazy.
Frazzled and filled with self-doubt, Dickens seeks solace in a great palace of thinking. The city of London itself. On one of his long night walks in a once-beloved square, he meets a mysterious Eleanor Lovejoy, who might be just the muse he needs. As Dickens' deadlines close in, Eleanor propels him on a Scrooge-like journey that tests everything he believes about generosity, friendship, ambition, and love. The story he writes will change Christmas forever, and that story was Great Expectations.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. Good for Gwyneth Paltrow. That's great.
Yeah.
I have never... That sounds kind of interesting.
Yeah, the cover looks nice.
The writing of A Christmas Carol is a good story in itself. I'm not sure how well this fictionalized version will go, but the story is interesting.
Nothing bores me more than a movie about a writer.
Yeah, you've said that before.
Because there's nothing you could show. You just have to show montages of them at the typewriter. Like, of course.
True.
Yes.
Well, when my sister was here, she made us all watch The Raven, starring John Cusack as Edgar Allan Poe.
But
that was action-packed.
But that's like a twist. Like somebody's, he has to be a detective.
Yeah, he's got to be a detective.
Yeah, I mean something like the Ms. Potter movie.
Okay.
Where she's just writing stories.
Sure.
Yeah. So, Little Women, however.
All right.
Another exception to the rule.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good one. I haven't read a lot of
Dickens
takes on A Christmas Carol. I read Jacob Marley's Christmas Carol, which is kind of fun. That's where Jacob Marley, in order to get rid of his chains, has to save Scrooge. So he sort of disguises himself as the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. It's a pretty good read.
Okay.
And back in 2004, when I was working at a library in Michigan, a book called Mr. Timothy came out.
2000. Oh, I thought you said 1994, but you'd be too young.
2004. About Tiny Tim, Tim Cratchit. And it was just, I picked it up and was not what I was. He's living in a brothel. It was, it was intense.
Tiny Tim.
It was intense. Yeah. So I never finished it, but that was 13 years ago.
All right.
So I might give that a shot next Christmas if I can be better about it. Nice. How do you feel about either of these books? Do you want to read Mr. Dickens and His Carol?
I don't think I'd read it, but it's nice to see.
Okay.
That it's there.
Yeah.
As an option.
Thanks for letting me know.
No problem.
Oh, boy. Now, see, I really wish Bo was here for this next one.
Go on.
Because it's called Hidden Sea by Gregory Maguire.
Also, if you say that one more time, I'm going to start getting very offended.
Jealous, you mean? And you're already there.
Ah, darn it. I am there.
Anyway, Gregory Maguire.
How do you say this word?
I said Hidden Sea. I don't know. Gregory Maguire, the author of
Wicked.
Probably best known for Wicked and the series of Oz books.
Yes.
And weird takes on fairy tales, turns his attentions to the Nutcracker.
Yay.
Gregory Maguire returns with an inventive novel inspired by a timeless holiday legend, intertwining the story of the famous Nutcracker with the life of the mysterious toy maker named Drosselmeyer, who carves him. What do you think?
Fine. I haven't read any of these books, and I'm not an Oz fan.
I do like the Oz books, and I've picked up Wicked several times, and it's just so dense and dull to get into that I've never pushed through.
Right.
But people love it, so I don't know. All right. Do you want to take the next one?
Do I? What is the next one? Here we are. 7 Days of Us by Francesca Hornak. That's a fun sci-fi style name.
It is fun.
I am Hornak. Birch is a lockdown, cut off from the rest of humanity, even decent Wi-Fi, and are forced into each other's orbits. Younger, unabashed, frivolous. Okay. So it's Christmas, and for the first time in years, the Birch family will be under one roof. Uh-oh.
Look out.
Yeah, if I know the Birch family.
Yeah.
As Andrew sequesters himself in a study, writing...
I don't know what
I guess
doing.
I'm just bored by this one. So
read?
it's just a family in close proximity. Not much can stay hidden for long, and as revelations and long-held tensions come to light, nothing is more shocking than an unexpected guest who's about to arrive. If it's Santa, the book might be saved.
Wow.
But
Wow, I think you owe an apology in writing to Francesca Hornak for how dull you made that book sound.
bow before Hornak,
Jeez.
my people.
All right,
are a
well,
vicious race.
I think we just got to move on past
The
that.
Christmas bells.
With apologies to Francesca Hornak, let's talk about The Christmas Bells by Jennifer Chiaverini.
not Mark Hornak.
So she's all over the place. She's
Yeah.
pretty popular.
yeah,
With
Cambridge,
with our
Massachusetts. I've been
people.
there.
Yeah. In 1860, the Henry Wadsworth Longfellow family celebrated Christmas at Craigie House,
What?
their home in Cambridge, Massachusetts. The publication of Longfellow's classic Revolutionary War poem, Paul Revere's Ride, was less than a month hence, and the country's grave political unrest weighed heavily on his mind. Yet with his beloved wife, Fanny, and their 5 adored children at his side, the delights of the season prevailed. Whew, that was so boring.
Well,
Jennifer Chiaverini's resonant and heartfelt novel for the season reminds us why we must continue to hear glad tidings, even as we are tested by strife. Reading Christmas Bells evokes the resplendent joy of a chorus of voices raised in reverent song. I did not feel resplendent joy reading that synopsis.
I guess it goes back and forth because it also says in present-day Boston.
Nice.
a
Oh, that
teacher.
could be fun.
So, yeah, maybe
a little back and forth.
Yeah, maybe there's
a little back and forth.
Yeah. Skipping Christmas by John Grisham.
Oh,
how's it going,
I'm
Nick?
currently reading it.
How's it going?
It's very repetitive. The plot of Skipping Christmas is that their daughter is going to be away for the first time, so they're just like, forget it. We're not going to do any Christmas things. We're just going to go on a cruise. And then all their neighbors and everybody they normally buy wreaths and
We
stuff
all
from
know Christmas with the Cranks.
are just, it's like every chapter is the same thing. You don't want to buy a tree? Not this year.
Yeah.
You don't want to buy a wreath? No, not this year.
Yeah.
So it feels like I'm reading the same thing over and over again. I like Grish's writing for the most part, but...
Have you picked out the... Oh, shoot. Now I forgot the actor.
Dan
Sorry.
Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd character?
Yes, I do know the Dan Aykroyd character. Skipping Christmas is a rough movie.
Yeah.
So,
nice.
oh boy, listen to this. A modern Christmas classic, Skipping Christmas is a charming and hilarious look at the mayhem and madness that have become ingrained in our holiday
Hey,
tradition.
do you realize that their last name is Cranks, and by skipping Christmas, they're acting a little...
Grumpy.
Grumpy, yes.
Yeah,
Grumpy is
that's
the
true.
word.
Definitely.
All right.
Definitely. Well, I have not found it hilarious or charming.
All right, well, what's the next one, Nick?
Christmas Train.
Shoot, you went on a Christmas train.
I did go on a Christmas train, yes.
Didn't even mention it.
I didn't.
Share your Christmas
You're
train
right.
adventure.
Jason Marsden, one of our auditorium techs.
That's the man who plays Cyclops.
Yeah, and several other Wellsville peeps went on a Christmas train together in an arcade.
Yeah.
And we went, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we stopped at a little station that they had decked out like
The North Pole?
North Pole. Yes. And the guy they had playing Santa, when we got to the station, he was out on the platform like waving. And my son was like, oh, wait a minute, that's the real Santa Claus.
Right.
And he got in his line to meet Santa and was kind of squirmy and antsy and ready to go. And he saw Santa and he was just like 100% in.
Yeah.
So hats off to the real Santa Claus for taking the time out of his day to hang out at
You ready for a Christmas miracle?
station. Yeah.
That was the real Santa.
Get out.
Yeah.
No, I mean get out.
Oh.
Seriously.
Yeah. What if I told you I had played Santa there?
I'd believe it.
Yeah.
There's a jolliness about you.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyways, The Christmas Train by David Baldacci is not about Nick's adventure on a Christmas train.
Well, it's not about
That's
it.
true. Journalist Tom.
Don't do this again.
Okay, you go ahead then.
No. David Baldacci's The Christmas Train is filled with memorable characters who have packed their bags with as much wisdom as mischief and shows how we do get second chances to fulfill our deepest hopes and dreams, especially during this season of miracles. Fantastic. I've never read The Christmas Train.
I didn't know this was a thing that people were supposed to read.
It's more like a novella, I think. I see here that they made a movie with Danny Glover and Dermot Mulroney. So
this is like a bookshop.
It's got to be good. But it's probably about Christmas with the... skipping Christmas length. I almost said Christmas with the Cranks. And it's always on the list of like Christmas books you should read, and I just have never picked it up. I don't like David Baldacci, for one.
That's true. You don't.
I mean, I made it through a Debbie McCumber book for Christmas, so...
You're going to get visited by 3 ghosts of David Baldacci.
Oh, he's alive.
No, he has ghosts that he's buried.
Really?
Yeah, all right.
Really?
I'm excited for this one. The Twilight Before Christmas by Christine Feehan.
Woo!
Thank you, Christine Feehan.
Thank you for the joy you
Best-selling novelist Kate Drake is one of... please be related to dragons in some way. I hope somebody says she has dragon in her blood.
Okay.
Is one of 7 sisters gifted with amazing powers of witchcraft. Returning home in time for her Northern California town's annual Christmas pageant, Kate catches the spirit of the season, she literally catches like a Ghostbuster.
Probably.
And decides to open a bookstore in a charming but rundown historic mill.
Please let me take the second paragraph.
Go ahead.
Decorated former U.S. Army Ranger Matt Granite, now a local contractor, doesn't mind working in the undeniably eerie house, not if it means getting closer to Kate. There's something about the quiet, sensual woman that powerfully attracts him. Matt Granite. What is he, Fred Flintstone's boss?
Well, good thing we have Matt Granick here, because when an earthquake cracks the mill's foundation and reveals a burial crypt, God help, Kate senses the centuries-old evil has been unleashed and that it's coming after her.
Yes,
Though Matt vows to guard her from dusk till dawn, Kate knows she will have to summon all of her and her sister's powers to battle the darkness threatening to destroy both Christmas and the gift of soul-searing passion her hometown hero wants her to keep forever.
I know that you didn't read Skipping Christmas with me when I suggested it on the air, but I think that right now...
we should start Twilight before Christmas.
You and I need to commit that next year we're going to read Twilight before Christmas.
It's pretty great. That sounded great.
You want to do it?
Maybe.
Eric, I need an affirmative.
Okay.
You're going to do it?
Let's read the Twilight before Christmas.
Hold on a minute.
What are you doing?
I just need to look at page count before we commit to anything.
Okay.
And now
760 pages.
This is book 2, 284 pages. That's nothing.
Yeah.
This is book 2 in the Drake sisters saga.
Okay.
So let me just check and see if the first one is not. It's not Christmas.
Okay.
It is not Christmas related.
I think I'll skip the first one.
First in the series is Magic in the Wind.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not a bad title.
A Christmas Memory by Truman Capote.
Oh, Christine Feehan.
Oh, he wrote Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah.
I don't understand this man, Truman Capote. Should I watch Capote to understand it?
Yeah.
Like, why? So he wrote about, serial killers, but also he wrote Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Weirdly was in that horrible Murder by Death Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Strange situation.
Have you read this?
No. I tried to read Breakfast at Tiffany's and just could not. So.
Wait. I thought you said we both kind of liked it.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
That was the one thing we had.
You're right.
All right. Well, The Adventure of the Christmas Pudding by Agatha Christie.
Oh. Is this
it's
Poirot?
It's a short story collection.
Okay.
It's a seasonal collection of Poirot and Marple.
Oh.
Reissued with a striking new cover. So that's good.
It's striking.
First,
it's striking is what it is.
Yeah. The Little Gray Cells of... Oh, I've skipped to the end.
Okay.
Have you ever read... You haven't read Agatha Christie. No, you have.
I have.
You don't like her because she's always like, the answer was the watch I only just told about now.
Yes,
here it is.
That is exactly why.
I couldn't have told you, but here it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Had you known this, you may have figured it out.
Yes.
But as I kept it a secret...
I'm Agatha Christie.
I was kind of turning her into the guy from Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Uncle Albert.
Sure.
You know?
Would you watch an Agatha Christie movie if she was solving mysteries?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had to solve mysteries.
I have not seen Murder on the Orient Express, and believe it or not, there exists a movie where Miss Marple is played by none other than Angela Lansbury.
Who?
Mrs. Santa Claus herself, and I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So
she's a little hot water.
I'm a
lately.
Fickle. That's true.
Angela Lansbury.
A little bit, yeah.
You think she could have... She's like, what, 97 years old?
Yeah.
Just...
Put a pin in it.
Yeah.
Angie, just put a pin in it.
Yeah, just go out on top.
No good. No good. Anyway, for the last one on the list, I mean, I got to take this one because, believe it or not, I have read... Do you want to guess how many books in the Christmas Shoes series I've read?
I'm going to say all of them.
No. Nope.
All right, 5.
5 is correct.
Oh my gosh.
5 is correct. I have read Christmas Shoes,
Uh-huh.
Christmas Blessing,
Right.
Christmas Hope,
Uh-huh.
Christmas Promise,
Okay.
Christmas Secret.
All right.
The next one is Christmas Note, and
Do they all have a song?
no, just the first one has that song.
How's it go? Like Christmas shoes, Christmas shoes.
Christmas all the way. Yeah.
Oh, that's how it goes?
Something about Batman, I think, is in there as well.
Okay, Christmas shoes.
Know.
All
It's
right,
hard to tell. It's hard to tell. So anyway, I've really dropped the ball because the last one of these I read was Christmas of 2014.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Doesn't that make you want to throw up?
That's
Anyway, they are recommending here The Christmas Shoes by Donna Van Lieri. Sometimes things that can change your life will cross your path in one instance, and then in a fleeting moment, they're gone. But if you open your eyes and watch carefully,
right.
you will believe.
Why are you summer? You've read this. Tell us about it, man.
Oh, well, I mean, it's about a rich lawyer man who can't find fulfillment and a little kid whose mother is dying.
Uh-huh.
And they cross paths
Now
at an
the
important
kid-
moment.
The kid wants to buy shoes. Why?
Just for his mom,